everybody, today I am here and I am showing you the cosmetic brushes that I use. A lot of girls ask me what brushes I use. If you've been to any of my classes or if I have done your makeup on any of my tours, I do use some of the same brushes, but I also use some different brushes on myself. I feel like some brushes are good specifically for me and my face, and then some brushes are better for a more wide range of faces and skin and all of that business. So the first brush I have is this, bear with me, I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'm actually going to this place when I go on my UK tour, but I think it's Lekeux? I don't know, it's L-E-K-E-U-X. And they make cosmetics as well, and they have this awesome brush. It's a twofer. It's a lot of their brushes are twofers where they have two sides. So one side is a foundation brush, one side is a powder brush. So the foundation brush, I love, bristles are super soft. If I don't use this brush, which I do a lot on tour, I use the MAC 190 brush. And the MAC 190 is actually my favorite brush for foundation, but I try to multitask to take up a little less space when I'm on the road. Also, so you guys know, I keep my brushes in this little Crown Brushes zipper pouch. So I like to keep my brushes away from my actual makeup, because if I do not, then the makeup gets in the brushes, and then you might have some black eyeliner on your brush when you go to put your blush on. Then you have black eyeliner on your cheek. So I always keep my brushes separate from the rest of my makeup. So then I do like this powder brush as well. It's really soft, it's big and fluffy, it feels amazing on your face, and it also doesn't give you too much powder on your face, which is really nice because I just really use powder to set my makeup. I don't like it to be cakey. So next we have my concealer brush, and I actually use the concealer brush that comes in the Pinup Passion brush set. If you guys haven't heard of Pinup Passion, they make amazing brushes. You can get them on Amazon. It is a set of, I don't know, 10 brushes or so, and it's basically everything you need for a pinup face. I also use their powder brush if I'm not using my twofer brush, also when I'm not touring. But this concealer brush is one of my favorites by Pinup Passion. It goes on amazing. That's all I have to say about that. My next brush is also by Pinup Passion, and this is the angled brush. I actually don't use a round brush when I'm doing my blush on myself because I like a more chiseled blush look, as you can see. And I like that this is a multitasker when I'm on tour because I can also use it to contour underneath my cheeks if I need to. So I like that this is a more all-in-one tool. Next I have a brush by Bare Essentials, and it is a blending brush. It's kind of like an oversized eyeshadow brush, but what I use it for is highlighting underneath my eyes. So when I'm using powder that is lighter, or if I'm doing the highlight in a contour, like down my nose or whatever, I like how small this brush is so it can really get in there. I find if you're trying to use a bigger brush, an angled brush, something like that, it's too big and you're getting way too much highlight. So next we have eyeshadow brushes. My first eyeshadow brush that I absolutely love is by Sugarpill, and it is their large eyeshadow brush, and it is just big and flat. It's great for me because I have big eyes, so it's really good at getting in the crease of my eye. So that's what I use the large eyeshadow brush for. Another brush that I love to use that I actually have basically the same brush in two different brands. One is by this Crown Brush company, which are all of my orange ones, and one is by Beauty Junkies. The Beauty Junkies is a little bit higher quality, but they both basically do the same thing, and they kind of get in there as well in the crease, but they're also good for more all over shadows. So right here, they're good for adding the shadow on your bottom lid. So I just keep two of them with me just in case. It's good too to have one for light powder, one for dark, so if I'm traveling and I can't wash them, then I'm not mixing my dark and light colors. Another brush that I love is by Morphe brushes, and this is my angled shadow brush, and this is really good if I'm doing a really dramatic, like winged eyeshadow or a smoky eye where it's really getting out there, because it has that angle to it, so it really helps to create that shape. And then when I blend, I use my Sigma blending brush. It's just a really fluffy, spread out brush, and it's good to blend between the dark and the light, kind of to get in there, or to blend into your arch. And then this brush is another one by Beauty Junkies. It's another white one, but it has a really fine tip. And this is really great for blending a smoky eye or blending anything under here. So if you're trying to blend shadow into bottom eyeliner, this is really good. Or if you want to just do a light liner on the top lid and then blend this into it, it's perfect. This is a great brush for that. And last but not least is my eyebrow brush, which this is actually an angled liner brush that I got from Sephora. I like it because it's really sharp, so I can really get that fine point. I like my eyebrows to be really sharp. So what I do is I do a really sharp line underneath and then I blend up towards the top. So I just like the way that this brush applies my eyebrow products. Another thing that I do actually keep with my brushes, which I think you guys might find it useful, pair of tweezers and a little pair of cosmetic scissors. Cosmetic scissors are great for all purposes. I've even used them in a pinch to open packaging, to cut threads off my clothes. These are great to travel with, and you always can use tweezers. Even if you don't pluck your eyebrows, they're great to have to, you know, if you have a little brush hair somewhere you need to get off without messing up your makeup, or if you have a stray hair somewhere, or you get a splinter, or whatever, you can MacGyver the crap out of your life with little scissors and little tweezers. The one thing to remember about these little cosmetic scissors is that most of the time they will take them away if you carry them onto an airplane, which I have learned the hard way. They don't always take them away, but they do most of the time if they catch them. So just be really careful if you're traveling. So that's it. That's my brushes. Really easy. I really am pretty minimal when it comes to brushes. Like I said, I travel so much that I kind of keep the same basic makeup kit. So I have a lot of other different brushes that I use for, you know, tutorials and really specific things, but these are kind of the brushes that I use on an everyday, all the time basis. So hopefully you guys thought this was useful. If there are any other magic brushes that you guys want to share with each other, please do in the comments below. I love when you guys help each other out. We're all in this together. We're all trying to look like beautiful hot babes together, so any help we can give each other is awesome. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.